sudden moves around the Patriarch. No sudden moves around the Patriarch.
I need to rest a spell. Catch my breath. That all right with you? I'm still healing up. Go out and find your footing while I get back on my feet. Oh man, more every day. This place is nice and all. Kinda majestic with all the mountains and wild weather, but we gotta finish up our business with the Patriarch and get the supplies he promised us back home. People are counting on us. Sorry, I just want to get this done and get back to him. Later!
No. Pleased to meet you, Rangers.
No sudden moves around the Patriarch.
Welcome, Rangers. I'm Marshal Darius Kwan, and this here's Sergei Greatsky.
Good to meet you, Rangers. Glad to see some friendly faces. Been rough around here these last few days. Dorsey's attacked us too. Snuck inside Colorado Springs and killed a lot of people. Situation's under control. The Patriarch. Thank God they never got near him. He's the only thing keeping Colorado...
And sorry about these alarms. Something must have triggered the old security system. Trouble is, there's a bunch of angry robots How you deal with them is your call. Your base, your rules. Yeah, weird, huh? They weren't active when we looked the place over a few days back, but... let's talk after you kill the alarm. I can hardly hear myself think.
Alarm, alarm. A warning to you, intruder. Visit a secure, government facility you commit trespassing against. If authorization or you will be prohibited. Negative. Servitors became active a week ago after a prolonged and shutdown period. With power restored, we are prepared to destroy foul intruders such as yourself. Please hold accessing report. Still accessing, remain on hold. Authorization provisionally accepted. Servitors will remain watchful on you. It
Well done, Rangers. Good to see the place up and running. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. The reason you're here. As you may know, I have a daughter and 2 sons. Liberty, Valor, and Victory. 2 of them conspired against me, and the 3rd blackens the Buchanan name with... They've been skulking in the shadows ever since. But lately there's been rumors that I'm on my last legs. Lies, of course. But apparently my dear children believe them, and they've started making new plans. Protection? You think I need protection? Stop trying to be smart. I'm not worried about my children defeating me, Rangers. They won't. Not even Liberty. What worries me is the destruction they'll wreak as they fail. They'll tear my land and my people. That's why they have to be stopped before they can start. That's why you, Rangers, have to find them and bring them home to me. And when I say bring them home, I mean bring them home alive. They're my blood. Kill them and we'll have a problem. Do I make myself clear? Good. Then let me tell you where they are. Victory's holed up in Aspen. Valor's under the protection of the Gippers in Denver. And Liberty's raising an army against me somewhere out on the Eastern Plains. Anything else you need to know? What do you want to know? Divided loyalty, that's why. I trust my guards, but they don't leave my side. Everybody else is making plans for when I'm gone. The 100 families, the Gippers, the Marshals, they're all out for themselves. And they know my kids would make good figureheads, give them some legitimacy. Any Coloradan I send to bring Vic, Val, and Libby back home might think they'll get a better deal elsewhere. But not you. I'm the only... That's why it's you who's doing this. You've got the only loyalty that works. The loyalty of self-interest. Boy's never been right in the head. Since he was a baby, he'd torture cats, terrorize the servants, set the house on fire, and he's only got worse. But anyway, I finally had enough and put the little monster under house arrest up in Aspen. Guess they weren't prepared because he escaped a while ago, and then now he's on the radio, laughing about what he's gonna do to his hostages and daring me to come after him. He, claims he's captured some Rangers as well. Don't get your hopes up. Vic likes to play with hostages. Might not be much left by the time you find them. Soft, spoiled, fiddled with computers all day instead of learning the arts of diplomacy and war. Finally packed him off when he accidentally crashed my security systems. Made him my official ambassador to the Gippers, hoping he'd do to their systems what he'd done to mine. That was a mistake. He took his revenge by convincing them to cut off oil shipment. No oil means no heat, no light, and no food for my people. So getting Valor back and resuming oil shipments from the Gippers has to happen. No, but the Gippers are tough and well-armed, and Denver's a death trap. Liberty's got more brains and cunning than both her brothers put together. She's the only one who could actually run Colorado. Problem is, wouldn't worry about her for now, though. Best to wait until you got a little more firepower. She's gonna be well protected. She's already tried once. Got all the way to the palace steps before we chased her off. She's been licking her wounds out east ever since. You'd better. Anything else? — the last dregs of a treacherous family. Thought I'd wipe them out. Mistakes linger, Rangers. I know that better than most. Possibly. But I know the Dorseys from the old days. They don't take orders well. Then again, I wouldn't have guessed they'd have the guts to attack both you and Colorado Springs at the same time. So somebody put some fire in them. My staff and I coordinated the details of your arrival using coded transmissions on radio frequency. Obviously, they were not. And you paid for it. I take full responsibility. Good. What else do you need? Of course. Now, if you want a chance to impress me, and maybe get a little payback, that call I got outside was from... She's having trouble rousting some Dorseys who have been holed up in the Garden of the Gods since their raid fell apart. Why don't you go give her a hand? Show us what the Rangers can do. That's what I like to hear. I expect great things from you, Rangers. All right, let's move out.
Rangers, come talk to me when you've got a moment. Want to discuss staffing and recruit. Good job, Rangers. Nice to be able to hear ourselves think again. And now that it's quiet enough to talk, let me reintroduce you to the great Sergei Greatsky, who's going to be...
Hi again, Rangers. Damn sorry about your people. But now that you're here, we'll do what we can to get you back on your feet and find you some new recruit. And I already got you one of the best. Meet Marcelo Gonzalez, electronics wizard, radio technician, and former dispatcher for...
Howdy, Rangers. While you were dealing with the alarms, I took the liberty of installing a combat AI in your vehicle. Should help you out. If you want to chat, I'll be in the operations room.
Should be more recruits arriving soon. Ready to tell me how you want to fill out your squad? Of course, ask away. Well?
Well, Sergei won't blow his own horn, so I'll do it for him. He's Colorado's greatest war hero. Fought by the Patriarch's side from the beginning and saved the old man's life about 100 times.
75. Tops. Now, let me tell you about Mr. Slick here. Nobody knows the streets and alleys of Colorado Springs, or the people that...
You're too kind, Sergei. Yeah, I was getting a little itchy doing the same old in the marshals.
And retirement was driving me stir-crazy. Just sitting around listening to the paint peel. I jumped at the chance to help you folks out.
It's no lie that I've been looking to leave the marshals, but you're right. That's not the whole story. The Patriarch...
And I am truly sick of retirement. But, yeah, I'm doing the Patriarch a favor too.
Let's say... liaisons. The Patriarch wants you to succeed, and he knows it's not going to be easy.
You don't know the politics. You don't know the personalities. Who hates who?
That's where we come in. We're here to make sure you don't make too many rookie mistakes, step on the wrong toe. And yeah, we're supposed to report back to the Patriarch about how you're doing. But you didn't really expect to be left completely to your own devices, did you?
Not sure exactly. We came by a week and a half ago and it was stone quiet.
We were gonna get the place cleaned up before you got here. But then the Dorseys attacked the city, so it got...
Something must have triggered the security systems between then and now. Could have been anything. Patriarch chased out the last big gang maybe 10 years back. Before that, all kinds of bandits, militias...
Recently, it's been mostly outlaws and refugees. We should check around to see if there are any current...
Could be what set off the alarms.
Around these parts, we call the nuclear apocalypse the deluge of fire, because...
Noah's flood was the deluge of water. The nukes were the deluge of fire. Gonzalez? He's a whiz with stuff like that. The AI will allow you to give the vehicle orders in combat without having to be inside it. Basically, it'll become another member of your squad. Okay, what's next? My advice is to put together a squad with complementary skills. Nobody can be great at everything. So, pick recruits who are... And you can always round out your squad with folks you meet along the way. Keep that in mind when you're choosing from the recruits I've rounded up. Listen, I can get you all the fighting troops you need. But if you meet any talented people in your travels, don't hesitate to sign them up. Now that we've got that sorted, let's talk about Now, you're the boss here, so I'm not going to tell you what to do, but getting this place up and running wouldn't be a bad place to start. That means surveying the base and finding specialists to staff it. Perfect. That'll give you a chance to see if any of the junk around here is worth keeping. Before I talk. After that, you might want to give Sheriff Daisy a hand. If you impress her, maybe she'll hook you up with some specialists for the base. Anyway, your call. Colorado Springs is straight out the main gate. If you want to go to Denver or Aspen, just hop back in your car and go out the way you came in.
One sec. Forgive me for saying so, but I'm guessing you folks are gonna need as much help in the field as you will here in HQ. So, what if I joined your squad? At least until you find your feet. Well, I know this city like the back of my hand. And this city knows me. My time in the Marshals means I've got connections and trusted Plus, I'm a sure shot and a decent scrapper. And, though it hurts my civic pride to say it, there are places around here where those things might come in handy. Great. I'm at your disposal. Lead the way. Garage.
gridlock? Sick of dodging reckless drivers? Fed up with paying a fortune to shady mechanics that never actually fix your car? Consolidated Atomics has the answer. Introducing Hermes, the revolutionary vehicle AI that's an expert driver, navigator, and auto...
Look at all this. If we can get it all running, this will be a good spot for your armory. This up and running pronto. Keeping your people well fed is probably the easiest way to keep them loyal.
Hey dudes, hi. Well, what's up? Haven't seen you before. Have I? Rangers, huh? Cool, man, cool. I like your look. I think I had a shirt like that once, a long time ago. Long time ago. Headquarters, Arizona. Arizona. That sounds far, real far. Are there, like, more of you here? Oh, so not many then, huh? Don't worry, you'll make new friends, I bet, though. You seem real friendly and nice. Oh, yeah, man, of course. I don't mind. My name? Ned? Something like that. Honestly, I don't, remember. Been a long time. I kind of been here for a while. Couldn't tell you, man. Couldn't tell. Like, there's no windows or clocks in here, Hard to keep track of when. Anyway, a long time. Long enough for other groups, other people to come and go. Man, I got everything I need. Little crack in the ceiling over there drips some water. So you know what they say about dark damps. So I added a little self-made fertilizer. Those mushrooms are growing good. Yeah, man, yeah. Oh, yeah, and bugs. When the buzzy crunchers and climby snappers and skittery two-bites and running gushers. Sometimes roly poppers and hoppy specks. Once that was a good day, man. But yeah, mainly mushrooms. Yeah, sure, maybe. Sometimes, like, a guy might come in, but kinda hard to keep track of how long it is between But, let me see. Last guy who came in to see me was the dead guy. Before him, tired eyes lady. Before her, the smiling old man. That's, so a while ago, that dead guy over there came running in here all nervous and yeah, then there's this big-ass flash of light from the computer machine and he falls down and then all these, sirens and flash. Then after a while, the alarm stopped, and then, she was a woman, dressed all raggedy, but, anyway, she came in here looking sad. Eyes looked like she had. We talked, for a bit, and then she left again. So I hope she didn't die and she's haunting me for some reason. Though, now that I think about it, I guess I'd be glad for... Oh, a real nice lady, man. Had a big old smile on her face the whole time. I think she said she was a trader. Talked about how she had some merchandise to keep here. Said I wasn't, a suitable client. Well, actually, she said I wouldn't be suitable for her clients, which I thought was a weird way to say that. Man, it's, I've been here a long time, and I ate a lot of mushrooms. There was a gentleman bear, the lip licker, and, the bloody screamers, and them metal fellers. But, yeah, hard to remember who came in first, and, which ones were just a nursery rhyme my grandma told me, so... Yeah, okay. Cool. Because, the cell door... Aw, man, didn't you like my joke? Okay, like, well, so a guy I used to be friends with, friend though too, man, like, former friend who decided he didn't, want to go splitsies, and when I woke up, I was in here, real bummer, man, like, sir, I told you, man, my partner thought he was my friend, you know, but he wasn't. Oh, man, yes.
Your call on this one, Rangers, but really, I just let nature...
I'd really like to get out of here. Really. Cool, I get it, man. No pressure, but, I'd sure appreciate it. So long. What's going on with the dead guy? Yay! Thank you so much, man. I owe you big, real big time. This won't be the last time you hear from me.
Please, don't shoot! Who are you? You're not dressed like the marshals. I'm Del Hackett, and I speak for these people. We've been living here for months, and we've got...
Bad idea. I've been in their shoes, but this is a military base. If we have squatters everywhere, it'll be hard to keep discipline.
The Patriarch's people don't care about people like us. But you're not beholden to them. We all farmed in the border country between Colorado and the plains. Thought we were safe out there. Back then, the gangs feared the Patriarch. Not anymore. They burned our greenhouses and killed everyone who tried to fight them. No place left to run but here. For any of us. Not intentionally. The Patriarch's people drove up to the base a few days ago, so we hid in here for a while. Then when Andy went to check if they left, all the door... Don't know what happened. Been living in these ruins for weeks, and We never set anything off before. We're not welcome there. They already have too many mouths to feed, and more are always coming.
Your call. Won't make the volunteers happy, but the Patriarch put you in charge, not them.
You said yes. I was sure you wouldn't. We won't be any trouble, I promise, and we'll help out wherever we can. Oh, and one of our people is missing. Andy. If you find him hiding out... Hear that, everyone?
Sure was kind of you to let us stay.
I wish more folks were like you, Rangers. I wish more folks were like you, Rangers.
Sure was kind of you to let us stay.
You're good people, Rangers. We'll find a way to pay you back. Anything you need? Sure. Andy may have. He's the only one of us who knew computers. I told him to stay out of there because I was afraid of... well, of something like what happened when this whole we stay away from that awful room. Nothing but death in there. Yep. There was a man locked in there when we moved in, living off insects and mushrooms in his cell. I felt bad about that. He was cordial, and those glassy eyes. Booby traps, mostly. One of my people disarmed an explosive on a door, but missed a gas mine under the floor panel on the other side. I told everyone to avoid the room after that. No one here is worth losing over whatever guns may or may not be in there. Poked my head in there and saw a giant robot next to a dead body. Hard pass. We first got into the base through a hole in the archive room's wall. Some critters living in there chased us around, but we managed to shut them in before... We've been trying to snare them for a while for fresh meat, but they just chew through the ropes like they're Sour Patch Kids. Careful out there. It's an uncaring world.
Sure was kind of you to let us stay.
Sure was kind of you to let us stay.
Pretty grand in here. Maybe you can make it your trophy hall or museum or something. Or a handball court.
You brought this on yourself! Jesus! Patch me up already! We survived! At least it can't get worse, right? Jesus! Patch me up already! Hey! I don't mind pain, but... Fuck!